everyone, what's up? So for today's video, I'm doing an updated room tour. I've done one like every single year so far on my channel, so I thought we'd do one before 2022 is over. This is gonna be the second room tour I've done in this room. I've been here for like almost 2 years now. It's gonna be 2 years in May. At the time of the last room tour, I really wanted to get it up for you guys quickly, so I was just filling the room with different decor as quickly as I possibly could, and I feel like it wasn't really the move because I wasn't able to take my time and pick pieces I really loved and felt went in the space really nicely. So while I do like how my room looked before, I feel like this is a much better reflection of me and the things that I like, and I just love being in the space, so I'm excited to show you guys what I've changed up. Alright, so here's my door. You walk in, and right to the left of my door I have this pothos plant. This is a golden pothos. I love a pothos. They're just easy to take care of because they communicate with you. It'll droop very dramatically when it needs to be watered, and then you water it and it like springs up back to life. And I appreciate the communication because a lot of plants are a lot more temperamental, but a pothos, if you're looking for an easy plant, my favorite. So I have that in a little blush pink planter. This is from a plant store here in SF called Plant & Friends, and then it's sitting on this very good street furniture find. A lot of times people will just leave furniture out on the sidewalk and stuff, but you could just pick it up, and this was a good find from there. So yeah, I just got it off of the sidewalk. People ask me where it's from, I'm like, I just got it off of the street, but it's marble and gold. It has like these 3 tiers to it. So I have a plant at the top, and then I have just a bunch of my books on the other 2 tiers. Then to the left of it we have my dresser. A lot of stuff is sitting on that. This was from Craigslist, just like nice, simple, light wood, went with the rest of my room. But sitting on top of that, I have a bunch of little trinkets. So I have this corner right here. I have in the back here this painting that I painted. This is probably like the best thing I've ever made with my own 2 hands. Like my artistic abilities, like I feel like I got a lot of good visions up here, but being able to execute with like paint or like pen and paper or like any type of like artistic medium that isn't digital is very hard for me to do. So this is the best thing I've ever painted. That's why it's right here proudly on display. Right in front of that I have this kind of like milk jug bottle type vase, and that's holding some like purpley lavendery flowers. This was actually from a birthday bouquet that I got. Like my birthday's in April, we're in December, and I still feel like they look pretty good, so I keep them there. Like I don't think they look like dead flowers to me, so I like them. I have them there. They're like dried at this point. But then to the right of that I have this like wax melter that I got from Target. It's supposed to be like a candle alternative. I have this stick of sage in there. And I know there's like, it's like kind of problematic to use sage when you're not like indigenous. I generally don't go for sage, but I have no idea where I got it from. Truly, I've had it for such a long time, and I just like had it in a box because I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be burning this. But you know, I feel like it shouldn't go to waste, so I'm just gonna use it up. If you want an alternative for sage, Palo Santo is a really good alternative, and it doesn't have the like problematic connotations. So I just have that chilling in there. Then in front of that I have this little trinket dish. I'm gonna say trinket a lot in this video. I already know I'm gonna say trinket a lot. But I have this little trinket dish that I painted at Color Me Mine. But it has these little strawberries and oranges painted on it. Again, like I said, I'm not very good with artistic expressions that aren't digital, so like these 2 things are like the best things I've ever made. So I have that right there, very cute. Next to that I have my Ollie incense holder. So for all I'm saying about like I am very bad with like traditional forms of like art, my brother is not. Like he sculpted me this little Ollie to hold an incense, and he holds it in his mouth, and it's so cute. It's like one of my prized possessions. But that is this little corner. Okay, then to the right of that, as you can see, I have my TV here. This was in my living room in my last apartment, and it is just so much nicer having a TV in your room. To the right of that, I have another little knick-knack corner. I have this frame picture of me and my grandma. I have another little pothos here. This is in a planter that I got off of Etsy. It was in like a set of 3. I have like 2 more over here in the corner that I'll show you. But it was such a good price. Planters are expensive. The plant girls know. Planters are so expensive. Like cute ones, for no reason. So I was struggling, but I found a set of 3 for like $80, and they're really nice and like good sizes. So I will link it down below. It's honestly a steal. And then right in front of that, I have this little strawberry vase. Strawberry is very on brand. This was for Secret Santa last year for my roommate. It was in a vlog if you guys saw that. And then I have the little Lego tulips that she got me in there. Right here above that, I have this print. This is from Urban Outfitters. I really like it. I feel like it's really cool, very abstract. I really like the orange. I just felt like it made my room feel like a little bit more neutral, which is what I was kind of going for. I have my mirror. This is a full-length mirror. This is from Target. I have a bunch of like little silk scarves hanging on the back of it. I just like have nowhere else to put them. I feel like it looks nice. And then underneath that, I have what I think is my smartest storage solution. My room doesn't have a lot of storage. I say that having the biggest closet in the entire apartment, but you don't want to just like have to dig in your closet for everything. Like having stuff like easily, readily available, but not like out and like causing clutter is difficult in my space. So this was my solution for like all of my hair tools, because I do my hair like pretty frequently throughout the week. So I have this little basket that I got off of Amazon, and then I put a pillow in the front so it looks like it's just holding a spare pillow, but behind that is a huge mess of my straightener and curler and hair dryer and brushes, and you can't see any of it because it's hidden very nicely. So that was my little storage hack. And then right next to that, I have Ollie's food and water. This is his little eating area. So that is it for this corner. Okay, so now we've come to the other side of my closet. This is like my little plant corner. I have a monstera here and then a snake plant. These are like my big plants. I have them in these 2 planters I got off of Etsy. They're part of the set of the one that's next to my TV. And then they're just standing in these stands from Amazon. But then above that, I have these different postcards and prints. So starting with the prints up here, I have this like rose and like cantaloupe, like sun-drenched scene. And I love this print. I found the artist on Twitter. Her name's Leah Gardner. And she just has a way of painting sunlight that is just gorgeous. I love it. So I have this one right up here. And then in the middle right here, I have this kind of like abstract face, like almost sun print. And that's from Rhinestone Rodeo off of Etsy. This is done by my friend Kai. They do digital art and they made this on their iPad. And I feel like they just go really well together. To the right of that, I have a bunch of postcards that I picked up from different places. So I have this one up here on the top left. This is from the De Young Museum. This is when they were doing their Summer of Love exhibit. So I got that. This one right here is when I went to Hawaii. This was my junior year of college. I went for spring break and it was such a fun trip. I do kind of like collect postcards, like every single trip I've been on. I want to say like all of them. I just feel like postcards are a really easy and cheap thing to take from different places and things that you've done. So beneath that, I have these 2 that I got from the Grand Canyon. And my Grand Canyon vlog was actually the first video I ever did for this channel. I was just there with my family and I was like, oh, I'll make like a little vlog. And in the past, I had done videos where I just do like kind of like a music montage with different clips. And I'd never actually like talked to the camera and like told them what I was doing. Even like, hey guys, what's up? But my family really encouraged me to do it because I'd always thought about like starting a YouTube channel like this, and that was the first video of this channel. So that's where these are from. These are from that trip. And then right here at the bottom, I have this print of Vincent van Gogh's Sunflowers. But I just really like hanging all these little pieces of art, how like casual and just kind of like effortless it feels to have them just like taped up on the wall. So that's what I have going on in this corner. Okay, to the right of that little corner, I have my nightstand. I got this off of Craigslist, but I think it's from IKEA. That's like the vibe it's giving me. But I have this lamp on top of it. This I've had since I was a freshman in college. It was like part of my freshman year dorm shopping with my mom. On top of it, I have this little, what I use as a jewelry holder. But I got this when I was in London. We had gone like around New Year's and it was still like decorated for Christmas. So there's Christmas night markets. And they had vendors that were selling different things. And this was at one of the little stops. And I just thought it was so pretty. She called them drops of sun and had like candles in them. They're like metallic and gold on the inside. Next to that is an often empty mason jar that I use to drink water. I have that on top of a little coaster that I got off of Amazon. Underneath that, I have a bunch of books. These are either like my favorites or my to-be reads. I have my remote right there and then my laptop and my iPad. Alright, now we have my bed. I am actually so incredibly brave for having a white cover for this because this dog sheds like crazy and he's black, so it is very noticeable. I am constantly lint rolling this bed. It is helpful to have this little throw here. I have like, while white, it's like a knit throw and it doesn't show the hair as much as like my white duvet does. I had green, as you guys saw if you watched my last room tour, and that was my first time I didn't have white bedding since like, I don't even know, like high school, like middle school maybe. I always had white bedding ever since I could like pick what color I wanted, just because it was very like Tumblr. But I went with the green for my last room tour just because I wanted a color that wasn't like so high maintenance with Ollie. And I liked it for a time, but I just really like the look of white bedding. I just feel like it looks so much prettier and airier. It makes my bed feel a lot more inviting. But my duvet is from Urban Outfitters. The insert is from Amazon. I have this blanket right here. This was from Target. And then I have an assortment of pillows here. I have this pillow. It's a Urban Outfitters dupe that I also got off of Amazon. And then, yes, hello. And then I have this little crochet bee here that I think is so cute. There's this TikToker that I follow. She does crochet and she was giving these away as like an Instagram giveaway, and my friend Anya actually entered for me, like on behalf of me, and she won and I got this. So this is where he lives right here. My bed itself is from, where's my bed from? IKEA. And then I have these little copper fairy lights around it right now. I feel like it's very like 2014 Tumblr. I may be accused of being chuggy, but I love them. I love them so much. Also, I've noticed that it really helps when I go to sleep because I hate using my big light. I never really use it unless I really need to see. I'm always using my little side table lamp so that when it's time to go to bed, there's not really like a change in lighting. You know, like I feel like people who use their big light when they're ready to go to bed, they just have their little lamp on. But for me, it's always just a little lamp. So then I have the fairy lights, I turn off my lamp, and then this is a much softer light, and I feel like it just like signals to my brain that it's time to go to bed. I swear it's been helping me like fall asleep easier. I have a really hard time falling asleep. My mind's like always just racing. So all of that to justify my chuggy Tumblr little fairy lights here. I love them, don't come for me. Right above my bed, I have this big mirror. This is from Target. And you know, every once in a while, I'll like think about the fact that this giant mirror is above my bed, and I'll be like, if this fell, that would be terrible. I get very anxious about this mirror here, and I forget about it for like weeks, and I'm like, I'm fine. But every once in a while, I'm like, this is precarious. I did hang it up myself. DIY Queen, Love the Builder Queen. I put it up there. It's been there now for a year and a half, so I think I did a pretty good job. There's some anchors in there that can hold like 200 pounds or something. That's definitely not 200 pounds. So I have that right there, but that is it for my bed. Okay, so we made it to my desk. This is really just where I do my makeup. I don't do any actual work here, but I do really like how I've had this set up. So I have these two shelves hanging over it, and these were from Etsy. Super good deal. They're $20 for both of them. I'll link everything, like I said, down below. I have a lot of little knickknacks on these shelves. So starting up here, I have my only successful propagation. This is from a pothos that died a very long time ago, but I had this in my last apartment. So it's been like 2 years now that I've had this propagation. It's still going strong. So next to that, we have this little print that I got. This was actually when I went to Morocco when I was a junior in high school. I went for spring break, and we went to this beautiful town called Chefchaouen where all the buildings are painted like different shades of light blue, and it was gorgeous. So I had to get something more than a postcard. I wanted to get something like this to remember that city. It was like my favorite one that we visited. Next to that, I have this little elephant statue, and my mom really believes that like elephants with their trunk up, any like statue or like little trinket like that is good luck, so she got this for me. And then next to that, I just have this little purple succulent. My brother got me that for Christmas, so I have that right there. And then moving on to this bottom shelf, I have a bunch more little trinkets. So I have this really pretty little delicate pink vase that I have these dried florals in. I did find the vase on Amazon, and then the dried florals are from Etsy, and they're just like the perfect little bundle that I wanted. It's so pretty. It's like one of my favorite things in my room. Next to that, I have another Summer of Love Experience postcard from the D. Young Museum. I just really like this one, so I wanted to put it more on display. And next to that, very randomly, I have this little group toy from McDonald's. I just like was there one night. What was I doing? I like went out with my friends, and then we were just like bar hopping, and then we went to McDonald's to get food after, because of course. And I got a Happy Meal and I got the Groot toy, so I just have them here on display. Very random. Next to that, I have this candle from Home Goods that I've never lit. I just feel like it looks pretty. I really like the wooden lid to it. And then I have right here, this is another like one of my favorite things I own. I love my desk, so like everything on it is like my favorite things. But I have this little, I'll come up real close so you can see. It is a little heart-shaped cake. Isn't it so cute? It's made of paper. It's like a paper sculpture. I saw it on TikTok. I bought it like immediately, right after I saw the TikTok. I was just obsessed with it. I love these little cakes right now. I feel like they're very trendy, and I've never had one, but now I have a little mini one forever, and it's never gonna go bad. And it's so cute. It comes on a little cake tray. It's so cute. I love it. I love it so much. But that is from Akira Studios on Etsy. I don't know if she has any more, but I will link it down below. Okay, so now for my actual desk. This desk is from IKEA. I was furnishing my college apartment, and that apartment was so small. Like my room, the apartment was also very small, but my room was so tiny. It was the same price as this room and like half the size maybe. But I was working with a very small space and I wanted to do as much as I could with it. I did want like a place to do my makeup, so this was perfect. And the cushion, the like seat that I have here, it's kind of like a piano bench kind of style. I got this at a garage sale, and then I had it upholstered for the last couple rooms that I had, but I felt like this like kind of like green gray color went with this room, so I ended up taking it off. So right here, this is like my makeup like hair area. I have this little like acrylic little container thing that I have all of the claw clips that I've gotten in the past year. I have definitely fell victim to this trend. I love these. Next to that, I just have these little like 3 drawers here that I have like hair accessories. I have my sunglasses in this one, and then I have my makeup right here. I have like my deodorant and my sunscreen there. I have this mirror here that I've had like since I was a freshman in college. I've had this mirror, got it at Target. To the left of that, I have this like gold mirror tray that has a bunch more trinkets on it. This was my grandma's. I think it's so pretty. I have some perfumes on here. I have these little like jars filled with sand and like seashells and crystals and stuff. I have my Troye Sivan CDs because I love that man. I've loved him since like 2013, I think, because when I like started watching him on YouTube. I still am a diehard fan for that man. Next to that, I just have this sunflower little picture holder. My mom got me that because sunflowers are one of my favorite flowers. So this is that area. I also have like Ollie's stuff underneath here too. So I have his toys in a little basket underneath here. I have a little trash can there. And then right below me at this very second is Ollie sitting in his bed. Anytime I come to do my makeup, he likes to sit underneath there. Like, I don't know if it's because I like form a little tent around him. He feels very safe and secure. But if I'm doing my makeup here, he is sitting underneath me at all times. Alright, so we made it back all the way around the room, but this wall is pretty much taken up by the 2 sliding doors I have onto this little patio situation. So I don't have any windows in my room, it's just these 2 doors. To the right of that, behind my door, I have these hooks that have all of my like everyday bags. These are actually here when I moved in. I just felt like they were very functional and like went with the rest of my room well enough, so I kept them up there, and this is where I keep all my bags. But we made it back to the door. Oh, right here, I have my yoga mat right here behind the door. In this corner, I go to yoga once a week, but that is where that lives. But now, that is it. That is my whole room. We're back at the door. I hope you guys liked my room tour. I'm glad I got to give you an update on it. I feel like I said in the beginning, it is a lot more me. I also feel like my room is like very San Francisco. I was thinking about that while doing the tour right now. I feel like it's very stereotypical like San Francisco decor type of room, but I just love it. It's very just like pretty, airy, light. I do like that there's a good amount of color, but it's not like overwhelming. Like when I had my green bedspread and like all these different like colorful decor, I just feel like it was a bit too much. I feel like it's a lot more calming now, and I love being in this space. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave me a like and a comment to let me know. Be sure to subscribe and hit the post notification bell if you haven't yet. Hope you're all having a great day, and I'll talk to you in my next video.